We are just waiting on Shano. But we are live on YouTube, so welcome everyone to the Japanese Grand Prix for round 8 of the season. So we'll have a look at the standings as we just wait a couple more minutes. We'll give them 5 minutes and then we'll go into the session. So I guess while we wait on Shano, we'll have a look at the standings going into this week. We do this every week. Every round we have a look at the standings, see where everyone is and how everyone is performing before this race. So obviously, as you know, from Austria, Banter King leads the championship by 8 points to FaZe McBot in P2 with 105 points. Rayan is P3 with 70 points. And then in the 50 point mark, we have Marley in P4, Randall P5, Griffin P6, and Shano P7 in the McLaren. He's at 45 points. He's just 5 points off the top 6. Bluefoot and Rhinosaurus are still P8 and P9. Wolves is P10. Ryan Curran is P11. He's back racing this week. He was in Belgium last weekend. Wicked Red, he's missing again this week, so he's in 12th. Glenn has reported to be intoxicated this race, so he's in P13 and not racing tonight. Harrison is P14. He debuted last week and he's in P14. S Junior is P15. Pa Kenny, we don't know where he is. P18 is Gabri. He is a newly signed driver, and just an announcement, obviously everyone will be wearing black helmets in tonight's race, and that is because Gabri's grandfather sadly passed away. And he told me this morning, and it's a very sad day for himself, but it's very respectful for him that he's racing, and family losses are very hard to cope with. OP Gamer then and Tomas round out the bottom 10. So another thing is the formation lap will be a 1 minute silence with the drivers just going to the grid to express condolences for Gabri's loss. In the constructors, Mercedes lead over Haas by 11 points, and then Haas lead Alpine by 3 points. So the top 3 is very, very close. Alfa Romeo are 4th, and they sit 6 points ahead of McLaren in P5, the first time McLaren have dropped to 5th this season. Aston Martin are 6th, Red Bull are 7th, Ferrari are level on points with Williams for 8th, and then AlphaTauri are just 4 points behind Williams and Ferrari in 10th. So we have 12 drivers here. We had 14, so I don't know. How's it going? Kajoko, how's it going? FaZe, how's it going? Ryan Curran. Why are we missing? Okay, there's Harrison and Wolves back. Okay, we'll ready up in 1 minute. If Shano hasn't joined, we'll ready up at 9. Okay, you have to do the black helmets. Yes, yeah, everyone is wearing black helmets. So we have 14 drivers in tonight's race. So attendance isn't great this week, but it's fine, it's okay. What matters really is the championship fight in these last rounds. Okay, ready up everyone. We'll get going then. We might as well get started. And I'm just going to run through the settings, make sure I have the rules and flags all sorted. Strict, on, immersive, standard, immersive, on, immersive. Simulation settings are reduced standard. Weekend structure is short, long. Weather and time of day is dynamic, realistic, approximate. Yeah, we're all good. And I am a spectator. So let's see what we are in store. So thanks everyone for the likes. As well, be sure to support the race. And let's have a good one, hopefully. Also, if you're a United fan, it's 1-0 at halftime. So, just putting that out there. So, what are we thinking then? We have a dry quali, so this is a good sign. I'm just going to put on... actually, I'll put on work. Because this is work. So, basically some form of do not disturb is on. Dry. Thank you, McBoss. So we got 14 drivers in tonight's race. People clicked attendance but didn't show up. So let's just get all the Scrabbles up. We just need their tires, their telemetry, their lap data. Track map. Well, we'll have it on. And then broadcast, yeah. So the first driver to go out onto track is the AlphaTauri of Harrison. And McBot is out, so everyone's coming out for an outlap, and it's a dry, as McBot said, so we won't see any rain, which will benefit all the drivers, pretty much. So we got Arda here in the Mercedes reserving to try and help Banter King score some points. He's replacing Wicked Red. We got one Williams driver, one Ferrari driver, and he is not to come out. He can come out and set an outlap, but his setup should be saved in the pit lane. But he is serving a qualifying ban after last week in Austria. If you missed Austria, the race is on the channel, and you can watch all the sprint race and the feature race as well, because that was some pretty interesting action happened in that race. So I believe Harrison has let a couple of people go, because so who will be the first to set a lap? It looks like it's going to be OP Gamer, so we'll hop on board with him for his lap. As McBot has had a spin. Has that screwed his tyres? He's spun already, that's not looking good. Oh, OP Gamer has lost it in the S's. I think a lot of drivers are going to lose it in this sector. So who is now on a lap as well? The Red Bull of Sorry, that's an Alfa Romeo of S Junior, so he would be the first to set a lap. And he takes it pretty slowly through the first sector and puts in a 32. And I'm liking all the black helmets that the drivers have attempted to make. It's very, very respectful and very much appreciated by Gabri. And let's see where Gabri is. We'll go on board with him for his lap. Comes into the hairpin here. It's a fairly good exit. I think this will be his banker lap though. And he's representing a black helmet with an Italian flag. I really do like that design by Gabri. Oh, he goes wide there. He keeps the lap valid though. And again, on the curbs a bit. Just getting the curbs a bit too much. I think he made a mistake in the first sector because he has lost. His time isn't looking great, so he'll be looking to go again. As both AlphaTauris are separated by 3/10. FaZe McBot though does go pole with a 1:29.8, and he's 5/10 quicker than the Alfa Romeo. That's a really good lap there by FaZe McBot, as Banter King goes P3 for his banker. So a decent lap put in by the Mercedes driver. Harrison puts in a 1:31. Ryan puts in a 1:31.3. So a lot of bankers, interesting bankers coming in, as Rayan goes P2. Remember, Alpine sit 3 points behind Haas going into this race, so could we see an Alpine jump as Arda goes P3 in the Mercedes? He goes quicker than Banter King. But of course, this is obviously the banker laps, as OP Gamer has invalidated his lap, so he won't be getting a time on the board anytime soon. And Rando is yet to come out of the pits, but he's coming out now. And Gabri had to abandon his lap, obviously, because he just didn't have a good lap. So McBot is setting the barrier. 1:29.8 is the current fastest time. Someone else, I think people are on in laps, surely, I think. I wouldn't, yeah, Harrison, I wouldn't say he's pushing again for another lap, so everyone is on in laps now. Besides Rando, who's on an out lap. But at the moment, the top 6 is looking really, really good. But we'll hop on board with Rando for his lap when he comes to the start and finish straight. So 27 laps of Suzuka tonight is how the race is going to go. And I think it's a medium hards strategy, as a car has come off in sector 1. That's Gabri, who's had a spin. That's very unfortunate for him, but he's only on his out lap, so he just has to try and get the tyres back up to temperature. And if he can do that, then his tyres should be good for a lap. But Randall starts his lap now in the McLaren. Remember, McLaren need a points finish as well to keep up this top 5. And the pressure's on to Rando again. So Rando puts in a purple sector 1. So this is looking to be a good lap so far. Coming into the hairpin. How we get, what will be his exit? It's a good exit from that hairpin. Comes down into 5th. Revs it up to 6th, back to 5th, down to 4th again. Now what's his middle sector going to look like? It's a 1:13.6 in the middle sector, so it's a purple sector too. Where will this put Rando then at the end of his lap? He just has to have a good exit here. He takes it a bit cautiously because it is his banker lap. It's his first lap. He wants to get a time on the board. It's a 1:30.6. So I think he lost time in the third sector, but P6 is very good. He goes behind Rando, but everyone else is out on the track now, getting their second lap in of the session. Gabri's going to have some traffic in the way because he failed to set a first lap time when everyone else was out on track. So now he's going to have a bit of traffic. I believe that's Ryan Kern ahead of him. No, it's Faze McBride. But Gabri seems to be struggling around this track. I'm not sure if this is his push lap. As he comes across the line to put a time on the board, it's a 1:35.7. So he does get a valid time, but he'll be wanting to improve that definitely, because the difference between him and P11 right now is 4 seconds. Right, so McBot's on a lap then. He's in sector 1. He lost a bit of the rears there, but he's kept it on the track. Now how much can he improve by in this first sector? Purple sector 1 again, 31.5, that was. As he goes under the tunnel section. Gabri reporting technical issues there. As Ryan Curran, he has binned it. He's lost it out of the coming under the tunnel. Oh, FaZe won't be happy with that. Anyway, as he comes through the middle sector, he's 3/10 quicker now. This could be a serious lap by McBot. Pole position would be crucial for this race for him. Comes through the final corner, hitting that curb perfectly. And FaZe McBot is going to extend his 1:29.3. He improved by 5/10. What a lap. As Rayan is 3/10 up on his lap time. Oh, this could be good. This could be good. These two guys are going to be fighting for pole. So how does Rayan then get his last sector in? Was he happy with his exit? Oh, it's a 1:29.5. He lost a bit of time in that third sector. And he's just gained about 4/10 on his time. So he hasn't gained as much as McBot. As S Junior is 4/10 up in 1:30R. So what can S Junior put in here? Definitely getting into the 1:29s. S Junior goes P3, 1:29.6. So just 3/10 separate the podium at the moment. As Banter King has invalidated his lap. So he'll have to get back to the pits and go again. Here's Marley to the first sector. He's 53 hundredths up on his time. Wolves has cut the track there, and into the pits he goes. OP Gamer getting a bit on the curb there. His car definitely didn't agree to that. He's 6/10 down, he's lost time. As Tomas comes to the line, it's P5 for the Red Bull driver. That's a better lap, and he will be happy with that. S Junior on his in lap. Marley's 2/10 up, going into 1:30R. That's P5 for Marley at 130.3. Very close to Tomas. And as Junior into the pit, so everyone will be getting ready for their final runs, I think. As Gabri's on an out lap and Harrison's on an out lap, so both AlphaTauris are outside the top 10. And then Storm obviously serving his qualifying ban, so very, very good by him. So Marley and Tomas racing back to the pits, as that is Harrison getting out the way. He's preparing for a lap, so we'll hop on board with Harrison for his hot lap around Suzuka. I think Griffin could be joining at the end of qualifying, as Gabri has retired. Oh no. Now that is not what he wanted in this race. He wanted a good start, he wanted a good qualifying, but he's had technical issues this session, as he said. And he will definitely feel disappointed after losing it in probably the easiest section to lose the car on this track. And that is hard luck for Gabri there. As Harrison comes through the S section. Definitely coming off throttle a bit there, but he's back on it straight away. And he's 2/10 up on his lap. So he's hoping to get into the 130s here. He's about 6/10 off. Sorry, 6/10 off the top 10, which is OP Gamer, who is making his URC debut in tonight's race. But so far in qualifying, as Harrison goes wide, he still keeps his lap valid. Because he obviously didn't speed over that gap. He slowed down, so it's cost himself time. He's 5/10 up now in the middle sector, so he must have gained it all back down that straight. We're going to see a lot of overtakes made. He goes very, very wide there. That's going to cost him heavily, I think. As he comes across the line, it's a 138. Stays 11th fastest, so no improvement really, but a quicker time for himself. Both AlphaTauris still outside the top 10. And there's yellow flags all throughout the circuit. So Rayan, one final lap to grab pole position. Can he do it? Can he get his third pole position this season? He was close to getting it last season. It doesn't look like Banter King is coming out of the pit lane. I think Banter King is going to start P7 in this race, because there's only a minute left of qualifying. I think that's it. I think that's finished for Banter King. He's coming out now. Will he get a lap in? Will he get a lap in as McBot is coming down the main straight? He waves. Oh, Griffin has requested to join. Okay, let me get him in. Thank you, Griffin. Thank you for saying that in the YouTube. I have sent you an invite. So Griffin is racing. Alpine have both their drivers. Griffin, let me know if you got that invite there. Oh, McBot's had a mistake in that first sector. So, oh, nearly lost the car there. Oh, that's who's that? That's Banter King on his outlap. Has spun the car. As Wolves has retired in. Where's he lost the car? Rayan's out. Oh my god. Rayan loses it in qualifying. So that's pole. Unless S Junior can deny. He's a 10th down in the first sector. But Rayan has binned it in qualifying. And Griffin has joined the session. S Junior, he's a 10th up on his time. This could be pole. S Junior for his second pole position. Can it be done? Or could it be a front row start even? As S Junior comes to cross the line. This could be a good lap. Oh, it's P2. He's just a 10th off pole. But what a lap from S Junior. As Marley is coming. Marley just binned it purposely. I've just caught that on stream. Yeah, Marley, you've been caught on stream there now. As Rando, can he go to P6? Can he go to the third row on the grid? Rando put in a decent first lap, so he's actually 7/10ths down on his lap, so he won't improve. OP Gamer has invalidated, so that's qualifying. That is qualifying finished. And Storm has left the session, so I'm hoping he'll join back. So McBot's on pole, S Junior is P2, Rayan is P3, Arda P4, Marley's P5, Tomas P6, Banter King P7, Rando P8, 9th is Wolves, 10th is OP Gamer, 11th is Harrison, Ryan Curran is 12th, Gabri 13th, Storm is 14th, and Griffin is 15th. He's joined late in the session, but he will be racing for Alpine. So Alpine do have their second driver. So a dry race again, which is good to see. Yeah, but Gaffer, you're not racing, are you? So your lap time is irrelevant pretty much. So Haas look like they're in a bit of trouble here with Ryan starting outside the top 10. He's basically done exactly what FaZe didn't want him to do in this race, and he's been in quali. So the tyre strategy, mediums to hards, or softs, mediums and hards. So we'll just get up the tyres, see what everyone is starting on. As Arda's overtaking people on the formation lap. What's he doing? I forgot about the moment of silence, I'm sorry. I'll stay silent now. That's after the moment of silence as the cars return to the grid for the start of this race. Why can't I see the drivers? Okay, I'll have to look at S Junior then. I'm not sure what Arda was doing on that formation lap, overtaking everyone. That was ridiculous. He shouldn't have done that. But he slots himself into fourth, fails to park the car, and Bob's your uncle. As we go for 5 red lights. And it's go, go, go in Japan. And it's a good start from FaZe McBot as S Junior tries to keep him company. Marley has gotten a brilliant start on those softs, up into P4. And he's up into second as Marley's up, S Junior off the track. So he's dropped to 10th. Arda stays 4th though. Tomas is P5. Banter King is up to 6th. But everyone has gotten away pretty cleanly. But S Junior has been the biggest loss out there, as there has been a car spun, and that's Gabri. And the luck has really gotten worse for him. He's had technical difficulties with downshifting in quali, so he has had a spin. But McBot pulls away into the lead of this Grand Prix. 27 laps. Marley had some start there on those softs, and the grip he has is going to get him about 6 to 7 laps on these softs, and then he'll have to pit onto the mediums or the hards, depending on, you know, what safety car or what strategy he is on. S Junior gets past OP Gamer going into 130R and up into P9. As Griffin has made some places up from the back, he's into P13. Storm has been disqualified for not starting the race, so I'm not sure what's happened to him there. Rayan trying to keep up with McBot. McBot has so much pace in this car around this track. As someone has come off. That is Arda. He's had a bit of a mistake. And Randall trying to get by. As there's going to be a DRS train, it looks like here. Someone's come off behind. That's Gabri once again. And this race has really been not the race he wanted. As Harrison has come off as well, so, and Ryan Curran who's fighting with Griffin. Griffin makes the move around the outside up into P11. Griffin has had a very good start. As Arda gets past Tomas, who has no front wing, might I add, so he will have to pit for a replacement. As Banter King leading the way ahead of Wolves in P5. As Arda, is he going to send one up the inside? No, he's not. He thinks better of it. Rayan is quicker though. He has set the fastest lap time of 1:33.9. Oh, that's a great camera. Right there into turn 1. And now Rayan is much more closer. He goes a bit wide though. You have to obviously be cautious through these S corners. One mistake could be fatal. Now the two Mercedes are with each other here. And Arda seems to be getting up to grip on these hards, despite everyone being on the mediums and one on the softs. He's actually doing fairly well on these hard tyres. And he'll be hoping to score some points for the Mercedes team in the constructors. As Wolves is in 6th, looking to get back past him. Rando has S Junior on the back of him. S Junior might go for it here. As Griffin actually is past Ryan Curran up into 10th. So he's now in the points. At this stage, Alpine will overtake. No, they won't. Sorry, because McBott's leading. McBott will keep Haas ahead. But I think Mercedes will stay ahead of Haas at this rate. And McBott has gone quicker, but Rayan has DRS. And with DRS, look how much he's dropped back. Rayan is struggling again. His last lap was a lot quicker, and he's struggling now to keep up with McBott. He goes very wide. He just lost his braking completely, and now Marley's all over the back of him. Yeah, Rayan's tyres from going into that gravel are pretty much screwed, and they're going to go side by side, I think. Yeah, Rayan leaves minimal room there. Marley's going to have to be a bit patient, but he's only got so much life on these soft tyres. The yellow flag, that's the Red Bull of Tomas, who spun it in Sector 1. Not looking good for the Red Bulls at the moment. And Gabri off again, I think, in Sector 2, but McBott is pulling away. He's got a 3-second gap to Rayan now, who has Marley all over the back of him. Marley should get him in Sector 1. Oh, Marley very much revving the car pretty high there. Loses a bit of time to Rayan because of it. And won't get him down the main straight. And here's Arda now. He's on the back of Banter King. Gabri gets a time penalty. Oh, Arda there got on the curb. You shouldn't get on that curb because it will spin you. And that's the nightmare of Japan. And Faith McBott just leading a race now of his own. He has about 3.5 seconds back to Rayan. He doesn't need to worry about much. The only thing he has to worry about is if a safety car comes out. Gabri's into the pits. He's putting on hards. And he's hoping to go to the end. 22 laps. He'll have to pull off a stint like that to really get to the end of this race. Griffin on the back of OP Gamer. He gets him up the inside. Griffin up to 9th. Really is on the momentum. The advantage is on his side, as now he's got S Junior in his sights. Griffin, despite really not being available to practice for this track today and having no qualifying, showing these guys how it's done. Up into 9th, and now a part of this DRS train. OP Gamer are going to come right back at him and say, give me back that P9, thank you very much. And they're going to go side by side into turn 1. A great little battle here for pretty much 2 points. And OP Gamer, what a move to get him back. And Griffin realises I have some competition on my hands here. Very clean racing between these two. And as we've seen that in LOI with these two guys racing cleanly. As Griffin, is he going to go up the inside here? He might actually have the grip to do it. He does. What a move by Griffin. And there's a Mercedes off, and that's Arda. He has been in the wall, and there's debris, but not on track, so he won't have a virtual safety car. But the Mercedes man has dropped out of 12, so Ryan Curran enters the points. P10 now. After that spin by the Mercedes, so both Haas cars are in the points. They only need 11 points to level with Mercedes. Right now, they have 27. So, Haas are looking really good at the moment, but it's still early days in this race. As Rayan is trying to reduce that gap now, because he's pulled away from Marley. Again, who has Banter King all over the back of him now. And Marley with no DRS. This could see Banter King up into the podium places. With 4 rounds to go, a podium here for Banter King, if he cannot win the race, would be crucial for his championship lead in going into Hungary next week, which is a very difficult track to overtake on. Arda gets 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Not watching that limiter. Now Marley's done 6 laps on these softs, and McBot has said they'll only last 7 because the tyre wear on these softs, they don't last long. And you can see Banter King is all over the back of him. Wolves is still in P5 actually, he's actually improving. And he has S Junior on the back of him looking to get back up into this top 5. And Rando is in this party as well. But Griffin is also there, and OP Gamer, he's actually got back past OP Gamer. I didn't see that, so we're still seeing a battle between these two. As Banter King is past Marley going into 130R. Very, very clean move there, but is Marley going to come back at him though? As that's Gabri off again, I believe. And his race is really not going well, but Marley now with the DRS, he's gaining nothing. These tyres are going, and I'm sure he's hoping for a safety car as S Junior gets past Wolves, and S Junior chooses not to fight that. That's the smart decision because he is playing for points for Williams. Gabriel looks like he's really struggling as Ryan Curran has spun in Sector 1. This race has really not gone well for him. Retired in qualifying and now has spun into the S section. Really not looking good, looking like a good race for Ryan Curran at all. So there's an AlphaTauri off in Sector 2 again. That is Gabri being lapped. Oh, Gabri. I feel so sorry for you, man. And he has spun again. I think at this point I would retire. He's being lapped. I think I would call this one a day. He spun again out of 130R. As Marley's in for a pit stop, so 7 laps. So 9 laps he did actually on those softs. It says 8 laps, so he did 8 laps on them, and feeling the tyre wear as he was. He is on to the hards, the first person to go to the hards on the strategy in terms of the overall strategy. Some have gone on to the hards earlier in this race. As Arda has put in the fastest lap on those mediums, so they will be fresh. Ryan Curran is ghosted, so I'm not sure what's happening with him. Has Ryan left the session? No, I'm not getting any notification that he's left, so Ryan must be in AI mode. Looks like Marley will get by him though. And then Marley goes up to P9. So who of the top runners then will pit first? As that's Gabri, I think, again. Was that a spin? Yeah, he's really struggling out on track. I don't know what's happening with Ryan Gaffo, to be honest. As he comes into the pits. And Gabri has binned it. A full-blown safety car. Oh, Gabri must have lost the car. Oh, mate, that's unfortunate. Gabri, hard luck, man. Hard luck. Just our first safety car after 10 laps. That's pretty impressive. That is impressive, Gaffo, to be fair. We've had earlier safety cars. Fraser McBot is in. He pits. Does Rayan pit? Rayan does pit. Banter King, will he pit as well? I'm assuming he will. And he does. S Junior, does he pit? Well, safety cars, they make the races interesting, in my opinion. Everyone pretty much is into the pits. Harrison stays out though. No, he's in, he glitched in. How is that possible? I know, I saw United are still 1-0 up. Griffin's in 6th now. But we do have a safety car. So we can relax. So we have like 2 laps behind the safety car. It's alright, Gabri. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's been a really tough day for you. You can't race with something, like a family loss on your mind. It's very hard to do that. So, just take a couple days and then come back stronger and hungry. Arda's onto the softs. I'm not sure what Arda is trying to get because they only get 7 laps. Or 8 laps even, and Marley has proved that only 8 laps on those softs, but he's into the pits, so he's putting on the hards, I believe, that he's done 6 laps on already. Yeah, hard luck, Gabri. You'll be back, man. I know you will. Take it easy on yourself. So the lead that McBot had has just come down now. Rayan has really closed up to him. Banter King is back in this fight. So is S Junior. Exactly, Gaffo. Yeah, but look where the two leaders are. McBot's leading, Banter's P3, Arda's out of the points as well. So both constructors won't be double scoring at this point. And look at all the swerving, the weaving, trying to get the heat up into these hard tires that will go to the end. Gabri, mate, you're not an idiot. You're not. These things happen. These things happen in races. I'd say your grandfather would be proud of you, man. Proud of you always. Just try and relax now. Thank you, laptop, for shutting off, because obviously I'm not using it, I'm just watching something. So, thanks for that. So the safety car will hopefully be in this lap, as Arda is catching up. He's on the softs again. Oh, someone's lost it under safety car. That's Marley. Oh, no way. Marley's lost it under the safety car. And that's put Ryan Curran back into the points. Absolutely, absolutely, Gaffo. That is huge. And look at this, Rando in the points. Despite it only being 4 points, it's still big for McLaren. So safety car should be in this lap. I have a feeling it should be. Safety car is in. McBot will let the safety car go. He's going to bunch up the field as much as he can. He controls this restart. Oh, Rayan there tries to get him. Oh, he's caught Banter. He's caught Rayan off completely. What a restart by FaZe McBot. Wolves and S Junior going side by side into turn 1. Does Wolves make the move? He does get it. What a move by the Williams driver. Griffin up to P6 still. So he didn't gain anything off that safety car restart. As Ryan Curran has been overtaken. Griffin looking to get by the Alfa Romeo because it looks like Wolves is holding him up. One of the cars there kicking up dust. But Rayan is back close. The top 3 of the championship are on the podium. What a coincidence. As Arda is up past Tomas. Those softs are going to be fast, but only for 6 or so more laps. And Tomas will have to pit again. But Ryan Curran outside the points, that's crucial for Haas as well. Again, big points for Alpine now. As Griffin does go wide though, OP Gamer. Oh, what's happened there? That's Rando. He's been caught up. He's got a 3-second penalty. That could be investigated, because it was a bit of a pile up there into that turn. Arda looks like he made an aggressive move. But S Junior is back up into P4 despite that carnage that happened down in the midfield. It's still kicking off here, but who's come off? Banter King's come off! Oh, he's dropped out. He's dropping to last. He could drop to last here. And his teammate's going to go flying by. This is huge for the championship. This is huge. And his teammate has just spun in front of him. Oh my god, guys, this is all kicking off here. Banter King outside the top 10 after having a spin safety car out. And that's probably because Arda has caused an incident. Well, Gaffer, I don't know if you're watching that, but what do you think of that spin? That is huge for Banter King. Yes! Come on, United. Another win. That's 3 in a row. Up to 5th. Come on, the lads. So the safety car is out once again. Oh, he tried to bait Rayan into the pit lane. But OP Gamer, did he go in? No, Tamaz went in. So Tamaz gets actually a decent pit stop. Yeah, with Banter King though, with people pitting, Banter King is back into the points now. So P9. It won't be enough to keep him ahead of FaZe though in the Drivers' Championship as it stands. Remember, they're separated by 8 points. 2 points here for Banter King would put it to 10 if FaZe was to DNF. But FaZe right now is looking to take the lead of the Drivers' Championship going into Hungary next week. OP Gamer up into P5, by the way, a fantastic result for him, and this would be really good for Red Bull as well. They're both in the top 10, and if they keep getting good points, they can jump Aston Martin, who are somehow still in 6th place. They've had really good results though before these couple of races, so that's probably why they're there. So I'm not sure what the safety car came out for, as Arda has spun again, and he's lost his wing. I don't know how Arda has spun under the safety car. I'm not sure how that happened. Ryan is on softs. These won't go 10 laps around Suzuka. They barely went 8 laps. Gabri, you gotta let it go, man. You gotta let the race go. Cannot keep thinking about it. So Arda back into the pits once again. He's putting on soft tyres. Hard tyres, sorry, not softs. And he's going to go on these tyres to the end of the race, it looks, but he'll have to catch up. So, S Junior then on for a podium in Alfa Romeo. I don't believe it's his first podium. because he got a podium in Jeddah, so it wouldn't be his first podium, but it'd be his first podium for Alfa Romeo, and a big podium for Alfa Romeo considering where they are right now in the race. Gabri, the next track is Hungary. That is next Thursday. So will we see the safety car in this lap, as Ryan Curran has overtaken Harrison under the safety car. Now, I'm not sure if that was a glitch to get him by. I don't know what's happened there, but I think Harrison might have made a mistake, so Ryan went by. So let's see, is the safety car in this lap? As Harrison has... He's missing a front wing there. What's happened with Ryan and Harrison under the safety car? Gaffo, could you request that if you have a chance? I'm not sure if you're back from training, but if you have got a chance, I'm not sure what Art is doing. As Tomas is off track, Ryan Curran got up with the points. I'm not sure what's happening with Arda in terms of the pit lane. So safety car is in this lap then. So Banter King, what can he do for these last 9 laps? And again, FaZe leads the start. Will he catch Ryan off? Ryan's in AI mode. Ryan, as he gets overtaken, so he was struggling there, but Wolves does get by. Internet is clearly an issue for Ryan at this point in the race, as OP Gamer is spun. And I'm not sure what happened to him, but both Alpines up into 4th and 5th. Marley is now 6th, Banter King still 8th. And has his teammate on the charge again. Restart carnage there in my opinion. As Griffin gets past Rayan, and clearly Rayan's internet is acting up because he's going in from AI to driver mode, so I don't know what's up with him, but this is costing him heavily, whatever it is, as Marley is going to get past him as well. Yeah, there goes Marley, past Griffin. Randall gets 3 seconds, as he's going to try and get past Ryan as well. Banter King gets past... Was Banter King hit by his teammate there? Banter King and Ryan Curran there. And Arda now sits ahead of his teammate. Banter King really trying to get back and get some sort of points from this that can limit McBot's gain, but McBot is just in a race of his own at the moment. Banter King did say this race wasn't his strongest track, and you can see it here as Ryan Curran looking to go for a move. Tomas has spun. Now S Junior is in that DRS range, but will we get to see DRS? Hopefully we will, and see these top two guys fighting. So because S Junior, he's on for revenge about getting that race win that he believes he should have got in Austria last week. And a win for Alfa Romeo would be huge. DRS is enabled. S Junior with the fastest lap. He is the quicker driver at the moment, as Arda's off. He's crashed in the pit lane, no safety car though. And he's into the pits again. It's Wolves though is on for a podium at this stage. Another podium. His last podium was Bahrain 7 rounds ago. A podium for Williams would be huge. Could Griffin get on the podium though? Again. Could Marley get on the podium even? Could Rando? No. Could Rando get on the podium possibly? Because he might get 3 seconds removed. Because he might have been forced off track. As Banter King has Harrison on the back of him. Harrison is in the points, but he has a time penalty, which we have to take note of. S Junior so close to McBot now. We will have DRS, and it's so powerful down this straight. Here comes S Junior. Are we going to see the move made this lap? No, it doesn't look it. It looks like we have to wait for another lap, or if FaZe makes a mistake here, we could see a move made very early, but I don't think we'll see a move till the next lap. So FaZe can live for another day. But I think FaZe will feel... I think he'll feel like if S Junior does win this race, it'll be a fair win. What is Arda up to? That's why I have to keep an eye on this guy, like. What is he doing? What is he up to? As here's Ryan getting past Tomas. He's back in his car. He is furious. with his internet connection. But he sends one up the inside of the Red Bull. He doesn't get the move done though. Yeah, Rayan is furious. And he's spun, he's in the wall! And he's reset the track. That's going to be a penalty for Rayan, unfortunately. He's lost his anger. He knows that penalty is coming towards his way now. So a 10-second penalty and 4 penalty points will head towards Rayan in this race. Unfortunately, you cannot reset the track under any circumstance. And McBot's actually pulled away from S Junior, despite him being in DRS range a lap ago. As Rando's past Marley, Marley has completely gone off the grass, and he's spun the car because he's just put too much on his tyres there. As It's Wolves picks up 3 seconds for track limits. That could see Griffin onto the podium. And Arda has DNF'd in the pit lane. So he's retired, his race is over. And Rayan, I think he's had enough of this race anyway. He's definitely had enough. As Banter King has recovered to P5 from that spin. This would be a great recovery drive for Banter King. Arda retired on track. Okay, that's not allowed either. What don't people understand? S Junior now back in DRS. I think we'll stay with these 3 for the next couple of laps. Because S Junior's in attacking range. He just needs McBot to have a little slip up, and then he can make the move. But for now, McBot is having such a clean race. It looks like it's going to be an easy sailing win. Ryan Kern's actually also P8, might I mention. And so double points for Haas at this moment. And I think that's exactly what the Haster plan was, to score double points. Oh, my bot goes wide there. I wonder, did he get track limits warning for that? Yeah, and that's crucial, McBot, to get him out of the DRS range. SGR not burning his DRS at all. Interestingly enough. I'll be burning it down this main straight. That's what he's doing. Doesn't get the DRS though. Griffin trying to stay with Wolves for a podium. Yeah, I'll see if I can get you in, Gabri. Honestly, I think you should just go to bed though and relax. You know? Just personally speaking. S Junior now in attacking range. Yeah, will do. S Junior now in attacking range on McBot, and look how close he is. I mean, the ERS difference as well. Is he going to go for a move through 130R? Oh, he's hit him. They're making contact. And it's getting a bit feisty between these two up front. Now here comes S Junior. He should get him. FaZe tries to defend as much as he can. And S Junior takes the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix after hunting down McBot for laps upon laps. McBot is now on the tailing end of chasing down S Junior in the Alfa Romeo. But he has to get him. He has to get him on the start of lap 27, or that could be the race win over. Or will he send it in 1:30R? So far the rest of the standings aren't really changing at all, so we'll stay with the two leaders. They pretty much have the same battery, just about a 5% difference between the two of them. Now, can S Junior defend for his life? McBot knows he'll have the DRS. This is where he has to make the move. He's a bit further back than S Junior was on the last lap. Here we go, last lap. McBot is too far back. Could it be a win for Alfa Romeo? He gets a bit close, late braking. He's just waiting. He wants S Junior to make a mistake. Griffin picks up a time penalty. So it looks like Banter King will be on the podium. And that would be a fantastic recovery for him. But McBot, he will feel robbed if he finishes second. Despite that fair move made by S Junior with the DRS, he will feel that he's been leading the race for 25 laps. And to lose it then in those last 2 laps, I think he knows how Kojoko felt about it in Miami. He will know the feeling. But can he get him into 1:30R? What is the ERS? The difference? McBot has more energy in his battery. Here, laptop turn back on. As we come down to 1:30R, McBot doesn't have the gap to make the room. As he rounds the final corner, it's going to be S Junior to win the Japanese Grand Prix. McBot comes home second. And Wolves, will he pick up a podium? I don't think he will, because Banter King is going to step onto that podium. What a recovery drive. It's P3 for the Mercedes man. He will be happy with that. Rando is P6. Griffin is P5 despite not qualifying. Harrison does take P7. He slaps into the wall just for commiserations. Marley crosses the line in P7. And then Ryan, I'm not sure what he's done there before the line. I think he tried to bin it. As he will cross the line, I think P9. And then the Red Bull of Tomas. He picks up a point for Red Bull. I think that's more than they could bargain for, despite the race they had. And then Rayan, we will wait for him to cross the line, I'd say, and he does. What a race. S Junior gets his revenge and wins the Japanese Grand Prix. McBot is P2. After all that, who even got driver of the day? So there is the S Junior first place. Griffin got driver of the day. Unreal. From P15 to P5. Very, very good stuff there. So your final classification then for the Japanese Grand Prix. S Junior wins from second on the grid. McBot led 25 laps of this race and he's finished second. Banter King recovers to third after what we thought would be a no-point race. Williams for now, Wolves is P4, Griffin is P5, Rando's P6, Marley's P7, Harrison is P8, P9 is Ryan Kerr and P10 is Tomas. Rayan is P11 with the fastest lap. P12 is OP Gamer, 13th is Arda, P14th is Gabri, P15th is Storm, who didn't start the race due for disqualification. What a race. What a race. So, driver of the day, Griffin. The podium, obviously, Banter King, S Junior and FaZe McBot. And we'll bring in Gabri as a special interview as well. So let me know, folks, what you thought of that race. Because it had a lot of action in the last of it. In those last couple of laps. Definitely with S Junior and FaZe. So it's an Alpine that gets driver of the day. Let's get the peeps in the party. Add players. So we're getting Gabri, S Junior, FaZe, Griffin, and where is Banter King? Good old Banter King. I think he's here somewhere. Okay, he's in the custom lists then. There he is. Everyone coming in. How's it going, everyone? Hopefully you can all hear me. Jesus, that microphone. Yeah, it's a bit fucked. Okay, the rest of you have your mics on mute, so...
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Griffin, Banter King, are you there?
Mic okay now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so we'll start off. Okay, I can hear someone echoing.
Could be me on the mic.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So, Griffin, P5 for you. You are driver of the day here in Japan. Talk us through your race. Obviously, you weren't in qualifying, so how did you find the race?
I had to go on preset 2 for the whole race, so my straight line speed was pretty atrocious. But start at the back of the grid, I should have got P3 there, but I got a penalty on the first corner there in the last lap, so I was unlucky not to get the podium, but sure, luckily I got driver of the day, some points for Alpine.
Yeah, exactly, and I'd say your teammate Rayan is pretty furious. I think he struggled with internet connection. So
yeah, I've seen that already, using it all over the place.
Yeah, it cost him a lot, and I'm sure he'll be cursing out Japan and the all drivers.
Yep.
Hungary is next week. How are you fixed for that?
Looking forward to it, can't wait.
Very, very good. Always good to hear.
Track.
Yeah, it's a tough track. It definitely will be a tough track to overtake on, and I'd say with the points Alpine got tonight, it'll be good going into that race.
Yep.
But look, congratulations, Griffin. Well done. Thank you for making the race
Cheers, Jean-Marc.
tonight, and well done again.
Cheers.
So that is Griffin then, your driver of the day here in Japan. We'll move on to the podium. Banter King, Jesus, I did not think I would see you here.
Well, Sham,
How was it going?
I hate Japan, man.
I could tell. You dropped to P11 and I was like, this is a big change in the championship.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to keep up the two lads in front, and I put too much throttle down and just lost 3 years.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you find qualifying?
It was pretty bad, to be honest. I only got one run, and then for my last run, I was trying to get out of the pit box. My teammate just came in, and I was stuck there for like 30 seconds, and then I just ran out of time.
Yeah, your teammate definitely seemed to struggle a lot in the race, and I didn't know what he was doing half the time. So Mercedes didn't really benefit from having a second driver this race, did they? In terms of gaining points, and yeah, it really had to be
He
down.
nearly took me out as well.
Yeah, that's my problem with having a Mercedes reserve. The fear of having you being taken out or just not working with you at all. But anyway, looking at better things, a podium for yourself, 15 points, damage limitation to McBot. I think you stay ahead of him now in the driver's standings. It didn't look like that a couple laps ago, but 15 points, it keeps you in the lead. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm really happy. If you told me I was going to get third in Japan, I would have just happily taken that before the race.
Absolutely. And how are you feeling for Hungary next week?
Oh yeah, no, I'd be a lot happier driving around Hungary.
Yeah, and you'll have your team at Wicked Red will be back racing, so you'll know you'll have someone at least you can rely on and that won't try and take you out.
Yeah, at least I can trust him, like.
Absolutely. And in these last couple of rounds, will you feel the pressure now for Mercedes and obviously yourself in the championships?
Sham, what pressure?
Oh, that's the confidence we like to see. No pressure then. All right. Right, well done again, Mantra King, P3. Congratulations. We'll come to P2 then. The man who had the dominant race, FaZe McBoss.
Yeah, well,
How are you feeling, man? I know you must feel a bit down after losing the win.
Fucking shit. 2 laps away from the grand. It's a joke.
And what happened on lap 26? Could you just not get by?
No, fair play to F Junior. I can't really say anything about him. Like, he just had the pace on the last couple of laps. I just couldn't find anything out of those hards, so.
Yeah, because I thought you were definitely struggling a little bit more. But your qualifying though, I think your overall pace, your pole time was a 1:29.3. It was a fantastic lap, and your overall race pace as well. You were dominant fairly much out in front. Was it very much a comfortable race for you to be leading?
I thought it was a comfortable race, and I seemed fairly comfortable. I was kind of just trying to help Brian Kern get into the points himself, so.
Yeah.
And then he just, F Junior snuck up behind me last couple of laps. I never expected it, so.
And obviously Ryan Kern, he did end up scoring points. He scored P9, so 2 points for himself. Do you think were you disappointed with him in qualifying?
When it happened, I was a bit annoyed, but like, sure, it's kind of a common thing now. No offense, Ryan Kern, but I was just hoping he'd be able to make it back in the race, and he was able to get points. So obviously, it's a compared to all the other weeks.
Absolutely, and 18 points for yourself. That it still puts you behind by Banter King, but only 5 points now. Is the gap. So you've limited it definitely by only 3 points, but it's still crucial, I think, going into Hungary next week, with it being a very hard track to overtake. How do you feel for Hungary next week?
I won't be on the track now, but just a bit of practice would be grand. So.
Well, look, well done again on the second place. Obviously, my heart goes out to you. You were leading that for a long time, but I think you know how it feels to have that done to you. You know, Kajoko had it in Miami, and now you're having it in Japan. So
Yeah.
these things happen, but well done again. A podium, I think, is the best thing, if not the win today. So
Yeah,
um,
obviously it's good to get points ahead of Banter King. I think it will go down to last round, so that's what I want. Hopefully we'll be battling out in Brazil, and also condolences to Gabri's family. I hope they're all doing well.
absolutely, again, my heart goes out to Gabri and his family as well tonight. But look, well done again, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, cheers.
Did S Junior join the party by any chance, our race winner?
No.
I don't think he did. So S Junior, congratulations on your race win. We're going to get Wolves in from the Williams team. He's begging for an interview, so we'll get him in. Where is Wolves? Where's his name? Here. There he is. He's appearing offline, of course he is. Right, let's get Wolves in for an interview and then we'll end the stream.
Where did Wolves finish?
He finished P4, but Rando is appealing his 6 seconds.
Of course.
Apparently he got punted off in the track, so I'll have to
Yeah,
look
sure,
at
we
that.
won't say any more. We won't say any more on stream.
Exactly, yeah. Wolves, are you there?
Yeah, is the mic okay or?
Mic is
the
grand.
mic echoing a lot?
It should be
Is it
fine
echoing a
anyways.
lot? Okay.
So, Wolves, a very good drive for yourself in the Williams. Are you happy?
I'm really happy, mate. Honestly, it's my best race, even though it's it's probably a P5. But obviously, with Park Henny not racing, I knew I had to put up a good race. So, and I think we got some brilliant points.
Absolutely. I think even if you don't get the P4 today with the appeals done by the McLaren, I think a P5 is just a way upwards for you in terms of the last couple of rounds now. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I can't wait for Hungary.
Very good. That's very good to hear. And I think that puts Williams ahead of Ferrari now in terms of the constructors. So you go back to P8 and Ferrari drop back to 9th. So are you hoping to improve then in the next couple of rounds?
Oh yeah, we're getting that P6, mate. It's coming, mate.
Absolutely. I think you definitely outscored the Red Bulls tonight. So a very, very good result by Williams. So well done on the fourth. Fourth for now though, and we'll see how the appeals go.
Unlucky face, mate. You deserve the win, mate.
Cheers.
We'll save it till next season, mate. Don't worry.
Little hint at next season there, guys. Well, that is it for Japan here. Round 8 is finished. 4 races to go in this Season 2 Championship. We head to Hungary next week. If you liked my Murray Walker kickoff, go.
I must look back on it. Did you do it?
I did, yeah, I did it at the start.
Good man. Is there 3 races left, no?
Huh? No, 4.
No, 4.
Is it 4? Oh.
It is 4, yeah. So, next tracks then are Hungary, Australia, Monza and Brazil. So 4 races to go in this calendar. Could we see this championship go to the end for both championships? I think we can, if anything, to go by this race. It's going to be very, very close end to the season. It's been the URC. We'll see you all in a week's time. Good night.